Elon Musk and Donald Trump, an unlikely alliance fueling conspiracy theories. The close relationship between Elon Musk and former President Donald Trump has fueled speculation of a hidden agenda driving SpaceX's trajectory. Musk's substantial financial contributions to Trump's campaign, estimated to be at least $250 million, are viewed by some not as mere political donations, but as strategic investments designed to secure significant future benefits for SpaceX. This unprecedented level of private funding in a presidential campaign raises questions about the influence of powerful individuals on political outcomes and the potential for quid pro quo arrangements. Trump's public endorsement of Musk's ambitious Mars colonization plans is interpreted by conspiracy theorists not as a mere expression of support, but as a tacit agreement to facilitate SpaceX's growth and access to government resources. The Trump administration's actions, perceived by some as overly favorable to SpaceX, including expedited approvals and lucrative contracts, are cited as evidence of this alleged conspiracy. These actions have exceeded the usual support given to private companies, prompting concerns about preferential treatment and potential conflicts of interest. The alliance between these two powerful figures has raised significant questions about transparency and accountability in government dealings with private entities, particularly in strategically sensitive sectors like space exploration and national defense. Musk's role in international relations, a conspiracy of secret deals and influence. Elon Musk's prominent role, whether official or unofficial, within the Trump administration has raised concerns about his influence on international relations. His involvement in high-level conversations between President Trump and foreign leaders, including Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and Chinese officials, fuels speculation about his acting as a back-channel diplomat or even a secret negotiator. This alleged involvement in sensitive international discussions has raised questions about the transparency and accountability of U.S. foreign policy decision-making. The provision of Starlink satellite internet services to Ukraine, while ostensibly humanitarian, is viewed by some as a tool for strategic intelligence gathering and political influence. The potential for leveraging this technology to gather intelligence or sway political outcomes in Ukraine and beyond is a subject of ongoing debate. Furthermore, Musk's close ties with the Chinese government, a known competitor to the U.S. in various technological and geopolitical arenas, raise concerns about potential conflicts of interest and the possibility of secret deals being brokered outside of official diplomatic channels. This opacity in international dealings has led to accusations of backroom negotiations and a potential undermining of established diplomatic processes, fueling further suspicion about the nature of Musk's influence. Musk's media empire and the manipulation of public opinion, a conspiracy of misinformation? Elon Musk's acquisition of X, formerly Twitter, has raised significant concerns about his ability to control the flow of information and manipulate public opinion, particularly given his outspoken political views and his history of disseminating misinformation and conspiracy theories. Critics argue that this unprecedented level of control over a major social media platform allows Musk to shape the narrative surrounding political events and influence public discourse in ways that benefit his personal and business interests. This power, combined with his financial and political influence, allows Musk to potentially sway public opinion on crucial issues, bypassing traditional media outlets and fact-checking processes. His use of X to promote partisan viewpoints, attack political opponents, and spread unsubstantiated claims is cited as evidence of this potential for manipulation. This ability to control the narrative is particularly concerning given Musk's direct involvement in political campaigns and his access to sensitive information through his business dealings and connections within the government. The lack of transparency and accountability regarding the use of this platform, coupled with the scale of its reach, raise significant concerns about the potential for large-scale manipulation of public opinion and its implications for democracy. SpaceX's dependence on government funding, a conspiracy of undue influence. SpaceX's remarkable success is inextricably linked to substantial government funding, raising concerns about undue influence and potential conflicts of interest. While SpaceX is a private company, its dependence on government contracts and subsidies for its development and operations has led to accusations that its growth is not solely based on merit, but also on privileged access to public resources. This close relationship with government funding has fostered accusations of a cozy relationship between the company and those in power, leading some to believe that SpaceX's success is partly due to political maneuvering rather than purely technological innovation. The billions of dollars in contracts awarded to SpaceX, especially from the Department of Defense, are seen by some as evidence of an uneven playing field, where SpaceX benefits disproportionately compared to other companies in the aerospace industry. This dependence on government largesse, critics argue, creates an environment ripe for manipulation and political favoritism. The question of whether SpaceX's achievements are solely attributable to its technological prowess or are partly the result of strategic political maneuvering and close ties to powerful individuals remains a point of intense debate and scrutiny. This close relationship has raised concerns about the potential for the misuse of taxpayer money and the distortion of fair competition within the aerospace sector. The Musk-Trump alliance, a warning sign of shadowy power and the erosion of democracy. The seemingly symbiotic relationship between Elon Musk and Donald Trump serves as a cautionary tale about the increasing influence of powerful individuals and opaque networks on democratic processes. While the exact nature of their relationship remains unclear, the confluence of Musk's vast wealth, technological prowess, and media influence with Trump's political power has sparked intense debate about the potential erosion of democratic institutions. The intertwining of private interests and political power represents a significant shift in the balance of influence within the American political system and beyond. Conspiracy theorists view the alliance not as a simple coincidence, but as a deliberate strategy aimed at consolidating power and advancing a hidden agenda. The lack of transparency surrounding their dealings, coupled with Musk's demonstrable ability to shape public discourse and influence policy decisions, reinforces these concerns. The potential for this kind of influence to undermine democratic principles and promote the interests of a select few at the expense of the broader public is a significant cause for concern. The situation demands greater scrutiny of the relationship between private wealth, technological innovation, and political power to ensure the integrity and transparency of democratic processes. The Musk-Trump alliance serves as a stark reminder of the need for robust checks and balances to prevent the unchecked accumulation of power in the hands of a few. Elon Musk's prominence during inauguration ceremonies stamps tech titans' place in Trump's orbit. Getting humans to Mars has long been an obsession for SpaceX CEO Elon Musk. On Monday, that project got a full endorsement from the newly sworn-in president. During his inaugural address, President Donald Trump promised he would pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts who plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars. Musk, standing just a few feet away, grinned widely and pumped his fists in the air. The moment sharply illustrated the unusual partnership the billionaire tech titan, who has lucrative contracts with the federal government, has established with the incoming president. The blossoming relationship was on full display throughout the inaugural ceremonies. Musk heaped praise on Trump during a rally shortly after the swearing-in, repeating Trump's promise of a coming golden age for the country. "It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured," Musk told the crowd at Capital One Arena. On his social media platform X, Musk posted his approval of Trump returning to power for a second term. The return of the king. During the inauguration inside the Capitol Rotunda, Musk was seated in a row that included other tech giants, including Google CEO Sundar Pichai and Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg. All were seated behind Trump's wife Melania and children, though Musk was seated closest to Trump. Shortly after Trump's youngest son, Barron, arrived at his seat in the second row, he turned and shook hands with Musk, who was visible in the televised shot of the podium throughout much of the proceedings. The treatment follows a hearty embrace by Trump of Musk, the Tesla owner and world's wealthiest person. Musk contributed roughly $200 million to America PAC, a super political action committee that worked to organize Trump's support last fall. The proximity of so many of the world's wealthiest people to Trump's incoming government led former President Joe Biden to warn of a burgeoning U.S. oligarchy of tech billionaires. Among the projects Trump has assigned Musk is to work with former Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy on an effort known as the Department of Government Efficiency. The mandate of the advisory group, which operates outside the formal government, is to slash federal bureaucracy, regulations, and spending, a target Musk set last year at $2 trillion, roughly the size of the deficit. Cuts of that scale would likely require targeting entitlement programs such as Social Security and Medicare, as well as laying off hundreds of thousands of federal employees. Though still bullish on the prospect for deep cuts, Musk noted during a public forum earlier this month that the $2 trillion target might be difficult to achieve. "I think if you try for $2 trillion, I think we can get to $1 trillion, Musk said during a question and answer session on X with pollster Mark Penn. Since the election, Musk has been a regular visitor to Trump's resort in Palm Beach, Florida, and has been part of calls and meetings with prospects for cabinet positions and world leaders. It hasn't all been rosy. There has been some early tension between Musk and influential Trump supporters, including former campaign advisor and conservative podcaster Steve Bannon, over Musk's support for immigration visas that bring skilled foreign workers to the U.S. Though Trump appears to have sided with Musk and others in the tech industry, Bannon criticized the program as at odds with the administration's America First mantra. In what could signal a division within Trump's base, Bannon vowed this month in an interview with an Italian newspaper to have Elon Musk run out of here. Musk also stirred up some Republican lawmakers after he helped scuttle a bipartisan government funding proposal last month, in part by posting false claims on X, where he has over 200 million followers. The platform has largely abandoned guardrails against misinformation and has experienced a surge in conspiracy theories and bogus claims since Musk bought what was then Twitter nearly 3 years ago. That has raised concerns about how it could be used to manipulate public perception, given its owner's ties to the Trump administration. During his rally speech later at the arena, Musk could hardly contain his enthusiasm about Trump's second term.